Hey guys, Operation Rising Storm. We're going to be doing turn 2 as the Commonwealth and France. So let's go ahead and get started with our tech rolls. Once again, we're going to be rolling advanced artillery and anti-submarine warfare for Great Britain. And we missed on advanced artillery, but this time we hit on ASW. For buys, we're going to be spending all of our money as all three nations in the Commonwealth. We're going to be doing a medium factory upgrade to a major, militia upgrade and some artillery for Great Britain, an infantry and militia upgrade for FEC, and an artillery for the Anzacs. So let's go ahead and get started. We're not going to have any combat moves, but we'll do some non-combat stuff. A heavy cruiser and a destroyer are going to leave the first fleet, and they're going to move down 1, 2, 3, and join the fourth fleet. This torpedo boat destroyer is going to move over 2, along with this torpedo boat destroyer, into A20. A transport from A21 is going to pick up a mountain brigade and an infantry. And they're going to move 1, 2, 3, drop their guys off in Gibraltar, and he'll just join up with the fourth fleet. This submarine up in A6, he's going to go 1, 2, 3, up to A13. This British fighter is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down to Gibraltar. This medium bomber is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4 over to Egypt. This submarine in I4 is going to move 1, 2, 3 over to P50. And now we'll do some FEC and Anzac stuff. So this transport, pick up the 2 FEC infantry, and he's going to move 1, 2, 3. Drop his 2 infantry off in Egypt. This Anzac transport, pick up infantry, artillery, and he's going to do the exact same thing. And both of those guys are going to go in port in Egypt. This British, or the FEC fleet, is going to move 1 over to I4, the Gulf of Aden. These Anzac ships are going to move 1, 2, 3, join up with that FEC fleet. This FEC transport will pick up this British infantry in Hong Kong, and he's going to move 1, 2, and 3. And he will, for now, drop his guy off in Maharashtra, and similarly, he'll, nope, can't do that. That port is not touching the Arabian Sea, so he'll just stay in the water. And this coastal sub is going to move 1 over to P33. I believe that will be it for the Commonwealth non-combat moves. Just double checking. Yes, that'll be it. So we're going to go ahead and get into the place units phase. Our artillery is going to be built down in Cape Town. The major factory is going to be the medium factory getting upgraded in Northern England. And the supplies are going to be for the militia in South Africa. So we FEC, they've got infantry has to be placed in Calcutta, and the militia upgrade is going to be for British Malaya. And the Anzacs, they've got their artillery. That'll be placed over in Sydney. So now we spent all the money for all 3 nations. We're going to go to collect income. Great Britain up to 13, so we've got 13, 5, and 3. So that'll conclude the Commonwealth turn, so we'll go ahead and hop over to France. France is going to roll for tech, do advanced artillery again. It's a 5, we missed once again. Our buys as France, we're going to be buying a AAA and lend-leasing a militia upgrade. So, little recap of Italy's last turn. They attacked from Italian Somaliland, Eritrea. Luckily for the Abyssinians, they missed on every hit, and Abyssinians hit back with all 3 units. So we're doing some work down there. Let's see if maybe in the future we can't have an Abyssinian win on the Civil War. That'd be pretty interesting. So for non-combat moves, we will... This submarine over in A22 is going to move 1, 2, and 3 up to A7. This light cruiser is going to move 1, 2, and 3 down to A48. This destroyer is going to also move 1, 2, 3 down to A48. Torpedo boat destroyer, he's going to move 1, 2 to A46. This destroyer, or one of the destroyers in A20 is going to go 1, 2 to A35, and then one will move down to A28. These are the French subs. One is going to move 1, 2, 3 over to I-12. These two French submarines are going to follow close behind, then move 1, 2, 3 over to I-7. This French transport, he'll pick up this infantry in French Somaliland and move up 1, 2, drop him off in Syria for now. This Foreign Legion will he'll stay there. One of these motorized from Aquitaine is going to drive 1, 2 over to Alsace-Lorraine. And I believe that will conclude the non-combat phase for France. So we'll go ahead and get into placing units. I asked the Italian player if he wanted to interdict Lend-Lease coming from France to Abyssinia. He said no, so we'll go ahead and send that there. So we're upgrading one of their militia. That's going to now be an infantry. And the French AAA can be built in Paris. So now, cap this off. We're going to roll recruitment for the Abyssinians out of 1. And luckily enough, it hits. So we'll put an infantry. So Abyssinian forces starting to grow in numbers. They've still got that fighter and the cav up there, but in terms of total numbers, Abyssinians are getting close to outnumbering in terms of strength. So we'll see what happens down there. So we've done that, and all that's left, we spent 6, saved $1. So now we're going to collect income. France up to 8. So now we're going to be up to 9 as France. Love that for our next turn. And that's going to conclude the Commonwealth and France turn 2. Going to pass it over to Subsculian for Italy turn 2.